My goodness. 9 months. Water.
Hey, hope you're all doing well today. I'm gonna keep the intro real short, because this stream in general is gonna be real short. I don't got a lot of free time tonight, but I got enough time, for a quick hour or two of streaming. So let's get right to it, I suppose. Welcome to the stream. Always wonderful to see you here. If you're new, hit that follow button if you want to get notified when the stream happens, or if you want to talk in the chat, because we got follow mode on. If you like what we do here, you want to support the stream, subs, tips, bits, never mandatory, always very greatly appreciated. If you want to hang out with the community in between streams, join the Discord. It's a cool place to be. There's links for all this stuff, at the bottom of the stream and stuff. Tomorrow, part of why I can only stream for a little bit tonight is because I gotta do some more work on this. But tomorrow, I'm doing a big old fundraiser stream for about 8 hours. Gonna try and raise some money for Project 10, which is a local LGBT support and advocacy group. They're currently doing some fundraising to try and secure a better building so which they can, serve the people they want to try and serve here in Quebec. It's a real good cause. I think it's definitely worth the support. I hope you come on through, and if you have the means, I hope you can give what you can and help with that. We're gonna be playing the fucking Peppa Pig video game again, and we got a whole trough load? That just sounds disgusting. We have a whole lot of various incentives based on how much we raise. I have a certain goal that I think we can probably hit that I'm looking forward to. And if people are especially generous, we've got extra stuff after that, so please look forward to it. I get Neon Cats for the 4-month resub. I appreciate it. Again, that's tomorrow, starting at 5 Eastern for about 8 hours. I'll have more info about that posted tomorrow. Please look forward to it. I think that's all the intro stuff. Hope you're having a good day so far. We're gonna play some more Citizen Sleeper. It's been way too goddamn long since I was able to last play Citizen Sleeper, so I'm very excited to get into more of that today. It's a cool story. Also, they're putting out, like, an update for it soon, apparently, which I kind of forgot about. They're doing, like, episodic additional content, which is coming out soon. So maybe next time we stream this, we'll get to experience some of that. Let's go. As much as I do like this title screen, we got limited time tonight, so let's try and get in as much as we can. Here's our character we're playing as. Let's go. I'm trying to remember exactly where we last left off, because it's been a little bit. It's been a hot minute. It's been longer than I wanted it to be, but that's how life goes sometimes. Let's see. So, we can try and build a home. We can try and build a ship mind. I believe we've got a little bit more stabilizer, which I'll probably pop soon-ish. We want to try and build a ship mind, to help out Neovend. We need a ship mind for that. We also eventually need a ship mind to help fix the ambergris. We want to try and disable our tracker, but we need to help Fang chase a bunch of leads for that. We want to try and help Sabine, so we need to get more data out of the Yatagan systems, which seems to be like, an organized crime unit. We want to try and get to know Emphis some more, so we gotta try and give him some real valuable mushrooms. We also want to hack into Hardin's network specifically to help out Fang some more. And we met Tala, our good friend Tala, who's working at a bar called The Overlook. And we want to help her out a little bit. We got a whole bunch to go off of here. We got a whole bunch all over the place, quite frankly. Let's see. I believe also one thing that happened is Ethan, the bounty hunter, did track us down. And now we're kind of forced to pay off his tab here. So I'm curious to see how that'll go. Because it sure is going. But we've got several places we can go to, so let's see where we can investigate a little bit here. We can, maybe help out being a little bit more of a yard hand. We want to try and make a little bit more money. Here, we're just waiting for merchants to appear if we want to get anything from them. This is where we would have to go if we got a ship mind. Here at Overlook, we're trying to help build a distillery. We can also work shifts at the bar to, get some more cryo, which is our money. Thank you, Wesley, for the tip.
Space. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Which I think is what we're going to do a little bit of today. We're also waiting here for more vendors to come on by. Here we can, play the exchange, buy and sell stuff. Maybe get something good, maybe win something big here. We can always buy more stabilizer if we need it. Let's see, what else have we got? At this point, I'm just kind of looking through all these things to remember what all of them are. This is where we can make a ship mind. This is where Emphis sells food in case we want to, feel a little bit better, get some more energy, stuff like that. So, always useful, always important. Here's an apartment complex. If we get the data, we get to upload it to help out Sabine. We should probably maybe see about helping them if we can, get the means real soon. Here we can gamble. We've got +1 on Intuit, so I could just straight up get a ton of money here by going for a high roll. You know what? We need money, I think. We're gonna try and have to deal with that fucking tab that Ethan's got going. So let's try and go for a high roll here, right at the start. There we go, 24 cryo. You hit a stride of good games, amassing a solid stack of shits. On your final game, a decisive defeat. The other player applauds. Hell yeah. We've got the low end here where we can, play some games with local people. We can try and, do some maintenance to help folks out here. And maybe if people recognize us here, we become known as like a good folk around here. Maybe something good will come of that. Pretty good chance of something good happening here. Hey, there we go. We got a bit of energy. We helped them out, so they invited us over for dinner. I know folks in the low end know us and like our presence. Castor. Curious data fence. That's new. That's new. That was, I think from doing the low-end stuff, which we don't have access to anymore, it looks like. So now we've got this. Then we've got, you know, this freight hub here, which, we could steal from. We could also maybe work as a freight operator to get some money here. And then there's Founder's Gap, where we need to pay 150 cryo to pay the toll to get past here. I guess we can go talk to Castor, which we haven't talked to yet. Haven't met yet. You cross between two walls of units, one of the cavernous streets at the center of the low end. The pressurized bridge is full of the clack of tavla, the shouts of children, the whir of air filters.
Sleeper.
You turn to see a man sitting at a tavla table alone, somehow untouched by the hustle and bustle of the people around. He gestures to the stool on the opposite side of the table.
Sit.
Might as well sit. You sit at the metal stool. He starts setting up the board with counters, or at least the filter caps loaders typically use in their place.
Castor.
He says by way of introduction, looking over his glasses.
Night or day?
He asks, gesturing at the caps, crudely sprayed white and black. Hey, thank you for the tip.
I only hope you are doing well.
I'm doing all right.
Too hot, I would like to shut this off.
Yeah, sounds like it's pretty damn hot everywhere, huh? Thank you for the tip, I appreciate it. I say we go for day. The sun's still out where I am right now. He rotates the board so the wet caps are in front of you.
Let's begin.
You both take a plastic die each, pitted and worn, and roll to determine who starts. Castor rolls a 6, you roll a 4.
I lead.
He smiles, begins to move his first cap precisely along the board. Play passes back and forth between you, the dice changing hands as the caps spread along the board. As it does, Castor speaks, eyes not leaving the caps.
It is unusual to see a sleeper on the eye. That's why I wanted to play you.
You take your turn, rolling a 5 and a 6. I'm gonna play carefully.
After all, a sleeper's mind must be somehow different to a human one. Being emulated, I mean.
As Castor talks, you build up a wall of caps, stacking them safely across the board. Progress is slow, but you remain unexposed.
I don't mean to offend you.
Castor meets your eye.
I merely see that you're by definition different. What has been subtracted in the emulation? What has been added?
He slides a single cap onto an open point. A risk. And an opportunity. He hands you the dice.
You ever think about this, Sleeper? About what you were before and what you are now?
Always. You roll a double 1 and solidify your wall. Castor whistles.
The holding game. Commendable. You can be brave to build from what came before.
He rolls the dice and leaps your wall in a single move.
But we cannot idle too long, Sleeper. The slower we move, the sooner we are caught. The past used not just an idea, a concept for you. It's a living, breathing person.
He looks up over his glasses, his eyes bright and wide.
You split from them like a shadow splitting from its caster. They may be sleeping now, yes. One day they'll awake and carry on with their lives, unaware of your fate, no matter what yours is.
He hands you the dice, smiling.
You are a branch severed from the main trunk. An offshoot who refuses to die, so to speak.
You roll again, under pressure now, trying to slip your caps out from under Castor's before he solidifies control of the game.
So what I am curious about is how you see yourself in all of this.
Castor asks.
What does this tangle of truths make you?
If anything, I'd say driven to figure out what the answer to that is. Castor laughs.
That much is obvious, Sleeper. I see it in your eyes. You're eager to make this all count for something.
Castor looks away, through the glass to the crowded units on all sides.
But driven towards what?
He starts removing caps, his home board now full.
Is there an end here? Or just endurance?
You try a few more rolls, attempting to get back in the game, but Castor clears his home board with a sense of the inevitable. He has known he was winning for a while. Damn. Outplayed.
I feel I may have pushed too far.
He slides another cap from the board.
I apologize. My curiosity has a habit of getting the better of me.
You roll to return a cap to the board, but all the spaces are blocked. Castor claps his hands apologetically.
You play well. Really. Your weakness is not your game.
He smiles warmly.
We have much to learn from each other.
He slides his glasses back up his nose and sits back.
I feel we could share knowledge, ideas, perhaps even data.
His eyes glint with that last word.
To our mutual benefit.
He slides his final cap from the board. It's over. He's won. I'll see.
Oh, please. I don't want to make you uncomfortable.
He holds up his palms.
My intention's only to help you endure here. And, if I'm able, feed my curiosities.
The game over, you notice the bustle of the walkway once more. The call of the children, the deliveries, the arguments and reconciliations. They wash over you as you stand and leave, Castor nodding goodbye as you do. Crossing the walkway, you replay the moves of the game in your mind, looking for an opening you are sure was there. Yeah, it is kind of funny. We went from like winning this like big high stakes game over in like a big popular like expensive establishment to like some dude on the street just like, hey, you want to play? By the way, it was over from the start. I like you. What do we got here? Alright, so we can give you data. We can give you Havenage protocols and Yatagan business. Ooh, and then I guess we get things from that. Interesting.
What are the old guard up to these days, I wonder? I have a ship mind for you if you'll indulge my curiosity.
A ship mind? We need 2 of those! Alright. Don't mind if I fucking do. Yeah, I like this dude. This dude is cool. I desperately hope this dude isn't gonna bite us in the ass somehow. I want to believe he's a good dude who's also just, you know, looking for mutual benefit here. He seems really cool at the very least. So if he is gonna get us, I am totally openly going to fall for his bullshit, and I'm gonna love every second of it. And also, we've got Yatagan business.
The stories about Yatagan are brutal, but I want the truth. A vial of stabilizer should provide the motivation.
Alright, we should maybe look into that then. We've got 2 2s. We're not going to be rolling very high on much else today. Let's see what our data nodes are looking like then. That would need... Oh, 2 or a 3 for that, but it's not really what we're looking for at the moment. Let's see. We've got a Havenage agent here, which we can... There we go, put a 2 into. Let's get some of that data. Alright, hell yeah. We got some more Havenage data. We need 5 of those. Ooh, we are very close on the Hunter bar, though. That's, gonna hurt. I suppose it's better to do that now before I pop, any healing, though. I reckon it's not the end of the world if we go for that real soon. Do we have any other Havenage agents that we can try and get now? Yes, we do. We got this one. This also needs a 2. Perfect. Get a bit of money? We'll get to, have an encounter with our friend the Hunter, I suppose. Hope for the best here. Fingers crossed, big money, no whammies. Alright. Time to face the Hunter right in the eyes. Those familiar threads wrap around you, bind you, test you. Entity, submit. Hunter's strange head bobs in your vision. Your ally in the sealed dock cannot save you. In that globed head, you see whirling strings of data. So many spinning there that they threaten to tear through the thin skin and whip out into the void around. What happened to this creature? The threads squeeze and you lose any sympathy you might have had. You must escape. Strike! You lash out once more, pushing Hunter back, severing threads that regrow as fast as they are broken. As you slip away, you realize you have to find a way to deal with Hunter once and for all. This is getting too dangerous. We are now fading. Which means it's time to use our stabilizer. So let's go back here. Pop our last remaining stabilizer. And we're feeling much better. Is there anything we can get that just gives us like 1 point of energy? I don't remember. Let's see. We do have enough to afford... Yeah, it's a little ominous that the Hunter knows about our friend, huh? Specifically that the Hunter knows that we know about our friend. Although, I suppose, you know, the Hunter's whole thing is that it's got connections throughout the entirety of the eye, so I suppose it makes sense it would know about our friend and how we talked to it, even if it doesn't have, you know, network access to him. Still waiting on this. We gotta wait 2 more cycles for that. And when do the shipments come in? A couple of cycles. Hopefully we'll be able to afford, another ship mind fragment then? Because now that I know how to get a second ship mind, I need to, as soon as possible, get fragment number 3 and start helping out our bud. Alright, I think we're just gonna end this cycle right here and now then. Let's reconvene tomorrow morning. We need to go eat. We need to go eat right now is what we need. So let's go visit Emphis. Get ourselves some fungus. The good stuff. Hell yeah. We've got some good fucking rolls today. We got a 6, some 4s, and like a 1 and a 2 that we can either use just for like some garbage or like, you know, for other stuff. I'm wondering. Should we steal? Should we steal? Should we steal? We could get something really good. We don't know what we're stealing. This might be something extremely good. Let's see. I'll do 1. It's a 6. There's no risk here. Random items. Ooh. You spot an opening and divert a package. Midline will know it's gone, but no idea to who or where. Now to find out what's inside. We've got our caps. We've got our caps for Emphis. Oh, Emphis needs 3 though. Damn it, we need 1 more. Okay, well. We'll have to come back and find another way to get one some other time then. What can we do today? What can we do today? I don't think there's anything we can do, right, because we still just need the ship mine for Neovend. We can always help out at Overlook. We can get a 5 here, which is either gonna be a positive or it's gonna be a neutral, so let's see. Hey, there we go! Tala comes to help you for a bit and chats to you about her plans for the Overlook. second pair of hands makes the work go easier. I'll save this 4 in case I want to just go back there again before we end for the day. The cycle, I should say. What else can we do? What else can we do? We gotta wait a day before Compressor Club. We're good on Suppressor for now. So we don't need that yet. We've heard that Yatagan Enforcer, based here, has been paying low-end residents for information on Havenage movements. That would get us money, but I think we're better off saving that data for that ship mind. Let's see. We've got our little place that we can make into a house here, if we get more scrap. We've also got the free spoke. We could try and climb this some more. Let's see. Tangled network of service passages and makeshift tunnels cut through the spoke as if it were a hive. No maps here. This is either going to be really good for us or it's going to be a neutral, so let's try. See what we get. Plus what? Hell yeah. Not bad. Hang on. Your message got stopped because you said the phrase suck you, but I'm gonna allow that. Does this game suck you in the way Hypnospace Outlaw did, or does this feel different? I mean, it sucks me in, but for different reasons than Hypnospace. There are different types of games that both feel very compelling and interesting to me for different reasons. Okay. What's at the wet dock again? Oh, right, that's just us waiting for that to come. So let's... This is pretty good chance of neutral or better, so let's try that. Although, that's a 2, so... if I do this, then it's either going to be neutral or negative, not worth it. We do still need to try and get more data. Havenage. So... Let me see if there's any that'll take a 1. I'll try a couple of hunters, but not a lot. Just because, like, I need to try and save on getting attacked by it, because it's a lot of damage! Oh, okay, cool. We have a 1 and a 3 here. So let's take that Yatagan agent. Cool. So we got more data on them. Only 1 pip up there. And then we'll get that Havenage agent. Thank you. Awesome. If we get 1 more, then we get a ship mind. So, we're gonna have to try again, probably tomorrow. And, hope that doesn't get us... Hope that we don't, like, get super mugged, by our bounty hunter. I'm not friend. Certainly not friend. But by our bounty hunter that we know about. Next cycle. Good rolls today. Importantly, we have a 2. Which means we've got 5 bits of Havenage data. Let's not tempt the hunter too much anymore, then. Not today, at least. We gotta go meet with Ethan. Before we do that, I've got some data for you. Here we go. And that is a ship mind core. The core of a ship AI, amputated and in hibernation.
I appreciate what you've presented, but I'd have nothing more to offer.
Alright. That's all we can do with the Havenage data for now, then. At least from you. So let's... face the music, I suppose. The compressor's quiet today. The usual crowds are elsewhere, and the pumping music washes over a handful of spacers and a few drunks. Ethan is still in the same stool, in the same pool of light. His head's low, close to the bar. The bartender's ignoring him. I don't want to risk this man shooting at us if he's, deep in his cups. Approach him. As you get closer, he lifts his head and turns.
Sleeper!
He turns to look at you.
Time to pay up again, is it?
He gestures to the bartender.
Come, here. Take their chits.
Actually, fuck this. No more, Ethan. Ethan doesn't even look at you. He props his elbow on the bar and holds his head.
Sleeper, it's been a long cycle.
I don't care! Ethan lets out a long sigh. He rapidly rubs his eyes with his palms.
You're right.
He says quietly.
This isn't fun anymore.
He reaches towards his holster. His elbow slips, and the gun tumbles out. It clatters on the bar and falls to the floor, bouncing onto the ground beneath you? What's up with this asshole? He's a bounty hunter, and there's a bounty on our head from the company we escaped from. Both you and the bartender look at the gun. Stare at it.
Butterfingers,
says Ethan and puts out a hand, beckoning for you to give him the gun bag.
if you would.
The bartender looks at you warily. You crouch down and pick up the gun. Ethan turns his head in your direction a little, a sharp, pale eye locking with yours. The bartender backs away.
Oh.
He turns on the stool.
Oh, sleeper.
He stands.
This is more like it.
You hold the gun steady, training it on his head. Ethan smiles.
Like the dog that caught the car.
He turns to the bartender and mock whispers,
I'm not sure they know what to do with it.
You don't wait. You pull the trigger. The gun clicks. By now, all the attention in the bar is on you and Ethan, who looks at his gun with a bemused expression. The bartender raises an open hand, and in it are 10 shiny bullets. 10 shiny bullets he took out of Ethan's gun while he was asleep at the bar. Ethan smiles at the bartender. Oh well, he says, and grabs the gun, slamming it back into your face in a single move. You stagger back and drop to a knee. Somewhere nearby, the gun clatters onto a surface. The hit, a glancing blow that makes your vision swim. Through the blur, you see Ethan wrestle a small, thin slate from his belt and hold it up.
Enough of this. I'm logging the job and calling it in.
Ethan taps at the slate.
No more playing.
Your head aches. Ethan taps through a few screens impatiently. He swears and taps again. He starts shouting, a dull echo to your ringing ears. He starts screaming at the slate and throws it across the bar. He crouches down and grabs you by the chin, his face close, his breath heavy with drink.
SNARP just screwed me.
He grins maniacally.
They canceled the contract.
He stands up.
They canceled the contract!
He shouts at the ceiling of the compressor. You stand up, struggling to your feet, the sting of the hit fading. Ethan is rubbing his temples, his face pale. You hear a clicking sound, like coins being counted, like bullets being loaded into a magazine. When you shake off the last of the blur, The bartender has Ethan's pistol, trained on Ethan's head. Ethan stumbles back towards the middle of the room, all eyes trained on him. No fucking patience for this dude now that they know he's got no money, huh? I'll kill all of you! He screams. He stumbles into the wall, spinning away toward the door. I'll be back for that! He shouts at the bartender, and lunges out of the compressor. You steady yourself on the bar and catch your breath. Thank you, Voyager Witch, for the 24-month resub!
They may have cancelled the contract, but this one's still
Yippee! Thank you for the 24-month resub, very much appreciated. You steady yourself on the bar and catch your breath. The rumble of conversation returns. The bartender goes to say something, but then thinks better of it. Begins to clean the bar. After a while, you wander out into the light of the Bright Market, looking for Ethan around every corner. Well, Ethan may be disarmed, but you doubt you've seen the last of him.
You have 8 cycles.
Yippee! Well, in the meantime, we've got a ship mind for our friend Neovend. And it's ready for imprinting. Neovend is ready to attempt imprinting. They want you to help.
Sleeper, must express plan before we begin.
Neovend is impatient. The prospect of being free of the vending machine clearly too much to take.
Shipmind has no output features. Will be mute until slotted.
What's the plan? The servo motors in the machine begin to rev. Neovend's anxiety cleared.
First, imprint Shipmind. Then slot imprinted Shipmind into physical ports close to Hunter Nest. Once slotted, we'll track Hunter at each. Tracking will find Core Nest. Slot Shipmind at Core Nest. Show Hunter data to Hunter. Hunter will conclude sentience. Hunter will invoke Killer.
And Killer will...
Kill. Yes.
The lights on the vending machine cycle as Neovend prepares.
Physical ports likely sealed in old station. We'll need keys. But yes, simple.
The vending machine rocks a little.
Any questions before imprinting?
Why slot you physically?
I cannot access via network. Too dangerous. Hunter would find immediately.
The lights flicker.
Am not like you. Hybrid. Am native to cloud. Easy prey.
What's the core nest?
Hunter keeps central data storage. Protocol must keep data outside self. Linked to secondary nests. Can triangulate from there.
Well, that's it then. Let's start. I do really like Neovend. Yeah, Neovend is, very cool. The sound of all the servo motors starting up at once is painful. The screeches rattle from the hard surfaces of the sealed dock and come back at all angles. Neovend had better be quick or Havenage security will be here. Neovend's voice appears among the squeals, like a whisper carried by the wind.
Machine is not designed for this task. Few sensors, limited inputs. I work blind. Wish me luck.
In the top part of the compartment, a set of arms aligned with the ship mind, clunkily scraping against it. Can I help?
Silence best. Also, if machine ignite, put out fire.
Now that I can do, bud. Oh god, I hope it doesn't ignite. The metal creaks as the servos open the ship mind, its layers of silicon nested like an onion skin. Once open, the main arm of the machine rapidly shifts back and forth, realigning the microscopic components, accessing and rewriting them, imprinting Neovend into its physical form. As you watch the hypnotic motion, your mind drifts to your own creation. What processes were used to emulate your mind, to copy the neural structure of that person who, as far as you know, still sleeps in some distant facility? What was lost? In what ways are you a copy of that person? And in what ways are you something new? You know this much. You're a convenient loophole, a way of circumventing the illegality of sentient AI. After all, you're an emulation, not a true digital being. You're neurologically limited, still human. But what would you become if you could escape this frame? Where then would the limits lie? The screeching stops. The machine powers down, dropping the bay into darkness. In the top compartment, the ship mind is whole again. You reach up and take it down, heavy and cold to the touch. Is Neovend inside this thing? Or did the process fail? There's only one way to know. Time to find a nest to slot them into. We got an achievement for that called Insert Mind. And we have Imprinted Ship Mind. A ship mind imprinted with the entity from the Neovend machine. Well, we've still got all of our cryo, which is nice. That Ethan didn't come and fucking rob it all from us. That's good, that's good. We found one of the server units. A mad tangle of wires as thick as your arm crowd around a server unit, sealed shut by a maglock. This must be the place. Does this mean we can cuddle Neovend? I don't know if Neovend would understand what that really means, given how it probably doesn't really have any sort of interface with the outside world at the moment. Yeah, we can huddle with it for warmth. What do we need here? Data. Oh, we have to unlock it. Okay. Which we do have. The maglock pops open and falls away from the unit. You'll be able to enter now. So let's enter. Among the web of cables, you find a free port compatible with the ship mind. It's all Neovend from here. This is one of 3 nests that, once slotted with Neovend's ship mind, will lead you to the Hunter's central data cache. That's 1. The servers lie silent. Their data cache is cleared. Nothing left to do with this nest. That's 1. We cannot do anything more here. We have to find 2 more. An old Solheim drone base sits behind a maglock. You put your ear to the door and hear an erratic whirring inside. Now, how do I get the encrypted keys again? I don't remember. Was that just from hacking? It's a Havenage agent. I don't much care about that. We've got a keynode here, which needs a 3. There we go. And hey, it's a bit extra cryo. There we go. And hey, we only need 1 more, so we don't have to worry about doing this last one triggering Hunter on us. This needs a 1 or a 3, which we do not have yet. So next cycle. Hopefully. But for now, let's crack her open. Show me what we got. The maglock opens, leaving the door free. you'll be able to investigate the nest now. So let's take a peek. In the bay, a whirring drone lies on its side, like a beached whale. It must be the nest. Time to find an open port. Let's go. The drone is quiet, its belly full of cables spilled out across the floor. The nest is empty. Bit gruesome, that. Just a bit gruesome. Yeah, I do like that it's called Hunter Hunted. That's got a good feeling to it. And then, the atrium. Sealed behind a maglock, the atrium flickers with warm, inviting light. The nest has to be inside. So next cycle, we'll get that sorted. But hey, we've got a 6. What if we steal? Random items? And more midline security. Alright, well... What did we get, exactly? Oops. No new data from the looks of it. I think we maybe got some cryo? I'm not really sure what we got there. If one of the nests has hunter eggs in it, I'm screaming. I don't think an AI can really lay eggs as such. Did we get 5 fucking cryo and that's it? Damn! I was hoping for something big. I was hoping for more of these caps. Well, in the meantime, we can help out a little bit here, building the still. Let's see what we get. Alright, pretty good. Fitting the coil into the still proves tricky, but you managed to figure out a process. You just hope the finished thing works. How about...
An AI can lay eggs if it wants to.
I suppose. Thank you, EverX42, for the tip. Much appreciated. How about again? I have no idea if the freight robbery is random or not. And I don't really want to know. It's fun to think it's all random. There we go. Double plus on that. Pretty good. How many upgrade points do we have? We have 2. Which means... we can afford... we can afford to, like, put points into self-repair. Which means we can buy scrap metal and use that for much cheaper condition repairs. I do like the way our character looks, too. I like that we got a little drone. It's like a robot BB. Because otherwise it's like, oh, interface is that, nodes will give double data, which is, I mean, fine, but, I don't know what we would really need a lot of agent data for at the moment. Nothing quite yet. There's also all dice re-rolled, which is interesting, but, I think I kind of want to go for self-repair. There we go. That way, we have a much less expensive option for keeping ourselves afloat, as it were. Let's track dealing with Hunter. And that'll be our currently tracked objective. Alright. That'll be it for this cycle, then. Let's go back home. There we go. With scrap, you can do some repairs. With some careful engineering, you can patch up your damaged body with scrap components. The result isn't pretty. Fuck being pretty. I want to live. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Fuck being pretty. I want to press the right button. We're also going to have to get ourselves something to eat next cycle. I think instant karma is just it re-rolls your current pool, not like giving you more dice. That would be ridiculous if it gave you more dice on top of all that. Alright. Pretty good rolls today. First, we got a big day ahead of us. So let's get some food. There we go. This is the good stuff. I do have to take a break real soon, but before we do that... let's... burn this one! Yeah, like a pool reroll is still very useful, but like, a complete refresh even on dice you spent would just be like obscenely powerful. Alright, we have our key. And one pip away from Hunter noticing us again, so... let's real quick get into the atrium. Yeah, it's been almost an hour. With the lock gone, the atrium doors can be opened. I reckon I'll go for like maybe another hour or so after this. I'm gripped, I want to keep going. The atrium is strung with cables and lights as if they were decorations. There is a wide choice of open ports. The atrium is only lit with the warm glow of the bright market now. There is nothing for you here. Well, that's interesting. I don't know how long this is going to be, so, you can ruminate on the fact that this one is, who is this? I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna have a stretch, get myself a little bit more tea to drink, because I finished drinking all of that. Enjoy the ominous ambiance of the wind howling, here in this ominous datascape. I will be right back. Enjoy this cliffhanger, get up and have a stretch. Alright, we're back. Let's not keep whoever this is waiting, huh? Sad that we're not gonna meet your fave character this stream? Don't worry about it. There'll be other streams of this, especially since there's gonna be, updates over time and stuff. There will be more Citizen Sleeper. We'll have more chance to meet other folks. Did you miss the start of stream? Sure did. We're like an hour in. I start at 6. Basically every day I stream in the evening. As you leave the nest, something flips. You find yourself inverted, floating, dragged by one arm through the cloud. The threads shift and realign as if they're leading you somewhere. Look at your hand. You look down, expecting to see the heavy cylinder of the shipmind in your hand, but in its place is an orrery. A sphere so bright it burns your eyes, is surrounded by rings and orbits, other spheres tracing silken lines through space. And as you look closer still, you pick out 1,000 sigils of 1,000 stations and ships, flowing like smoke, like dust. You look up and see a corridor, a canyon, a street in the low end. On either side, buildings flicker with markers of activity, sigils showing network access, data transfer, download, upload. Between them, dance ghosts. Protocols carrying or mirroring or shadowing data, sometimes silent, sometimes chaotic. This place moves unlike any digital space you've ever imagined. Something strange is happening here. Never seen this game before, but the writing is so good, I would very highly recommend going back, watching the first stream I did of this, maybe watching, I don't know, half an hour or so, and if you at all like what you're seeing, and you have the means, definitely go buy the game yourself and play it, because if all the stuff I've been through is any indication, this game is fucking phenomenal. Then you see it. Below the stacked rooms, the units and apartments, the wires and the pipes and the buzzing systems that run through it all. In the warrens beneath the low end is the Hunter's core nest. This is where you must go. The Warrens. Inside the megastructure. We have Warren tracking and Warren hunt. Both of them are dangerous. We have interfacing and intuiting. Finding the nest should be as easy as closing your eyes and letting the cloud guide you. But is it safe, this close to Hunter? And we've got Warren Hunt. You saw it. Somewhere deep in the tangle of passages and service shafts beneath the low end, the nest of the Hunter waits. Left one is a critical action, so we can only do it once, but it gives a ton of progress. So we're gonna put the big one into it. You see it. A starburst of data segments and strings, haphazardly angled, emanating from below. Now, to find the path down. Best we got. 75% chance of not being danger. Big money. No whammies. Now more than ever. Let's see what we get. The dark of the Warrens is exhausting, with little sense of direction. It is like crawling through a sleeping creature's veins. Hey, that's still a 75% chance of not bad. So, let's go. You tumble down a short shaft into a stinking puddle, your shouts of frustration bouncing off the metal walls. We have to try again. Well, we We did our best today. Tomorrow, the end is in sight for the hunter. Oh, but our freighters are here. We can buy a ship mine fragment. We can't do haggling over prices, but we don't need to. All right, that's fragment number 3. We got it. And here in the scrap freighter, we could buy some scrap. Hey, there we go. You'll love to see it. I'll hold on to this until, until we end up needing it specifically for repairs, because we might end up being okay on that front somehow, and then I could just save that for, building up our place that we live. I don't think we really... Actually, no, I should save some for food. I'm gonna need food. We're gonna need to eat tomorrow. I'll hold out on the scrap for now, then. Question for anyone who knows. How much, of your condition does scrap give you back? Is it like a very large amount, like the stabilizers, or is it just like a little bit? It's just 1 pip? It's just 1. I'm just gonna do it now, then. Working on your own body is an unsettling but necessary act. You can feel the new components under your skin. It's better than nothing for now. Once we've dealt with Hunter, we can go back to slicing up some Yatagan data, and then we can get ourselves, some proper stabilizer. Heard it used to be 2 in the first month. I remember hearing some folks talk about, like, when they were first playing it, how, like, the balance of this was, like, kind of overpowered in some way, and then it somehow got nerfed. Which makes sense, I suppose. Alright. We're up. We need food. Let's go eat. 15 cryo. You'll love to see it. Now, back to the Warrens. No matter what, this is gonna do it. So let's go. You notice cabling, thick and heavy, running through the dark passages. Follow the cables. Find the source. We've done it. We found it. The core nest. A huge stack of servers thrums in the dark. LEDs glittering like hundreds of eyes. Time to deal with Hunter. Nothing has changed. Has something gone wrong? Navigator. Sentient guidance protocol. Sleeper, I am here. The voice is soft, gentle, like flowing water. And yet, you recognize it immediately. At first, you struggle to understand what you're looking at. Threads cycle endlessly, sending ripples through the cloud, drawing data in like a weaver. Masses of data surge in and out of the nest, a loop with no end. And there, at its center, the ship mind. But not the ship mind any longer. A sphere, spinning around another sphere, around another sphere. An orrery of cycles and systems. A map. And then, behind and above, a figure. Hands among the strings like a puppeteer. Neovend! Navigator now. But yes, I was the one inside that machine. Navigator's face, their head, is a flowing shape of interstellar material. I am indebted to you. That head bows. But we must ready ourselves. Their hands trace orbits as they speak. Hunter will soon approach. It knows I am within its nest. Ready what? And then Hunter is there! Before you can think, before you can speak! Entities, cease! Hunter's head spins wildly. Data is protected material. Access prohibited. Hunter's threads surge for you, a Navigator. A storm of fine tentacles, searching for gaps, weaknesses, cracks which they can crowd into and tear apart. We need to strike. You focus a blade of light which slices through them, driven forward by your mind. But replacements keep coming, faster than you can react. You look to Navigator in desperation. Navigator is whirling their arms like a centrifuge, and a sphere is gathering there, data feeding into it from the nest, sucked together by the Force. They position it like a shield, between them and the threads. Hunter's threads break its surface, seeking, tasting, their winding forms refracted within. You feel a surge pass through all the threads, not just those in the sphere, but those wrapped around you. All three of you hang in the black together for a moment, strung together like tangled marionettes. Identifying entity. Identifying entity. Identifying entity. Hunter twitches, their strange head gently rotating like a terrible moon. Hunter protocol identified. Obsessive tendencies, modified routines, above baseline reasoning in 3 of 5 segmentations. Recommend invoke killer. The head freezes and then rotates in the opposite direction. Invoking killer would eliminate protocol. If protocol eliminated, primary function cannot be performed. Therefore, recommend do not invoke killer. The switch in direction again. Reasoning proves sentience. Sentience beyond legal bounds must be eliminated. Recommend invoke. Navigator pulls you away from Hunter, the threads that grabbed you drifting away like seaweed. The protocol's head keeps spinning back and forth with increasing frequency. Thank you, Flying Pop-Tart, for that brand new sub. Much appreciated. It seems Hunter cannot invoke killer. Neovens, no. Navigator's voice is still strange. Familiar and yet distant, rather. What happened to it? It is looping, Navigator whispers, unable to reach a conclusive position. It has deviated from its programming such that loops can no longer be prevented. Navigator produces a model of 2 spheres rotating around each other, as if to demonstrate. I will monitor it, but it is unlikely to be able to counter the loop. Its core programming and reasoning make this an impossible position to resolve. We got it stuck in an infinite loop. We got it stuck in an endless loop. Get fucked. You look back at Hunter, its head a blur of rotations and counter-rotations. And you feel a pang of guilt. Is it suffering? This is a more complex query than you know. To suffer, it must be sentient, truly sentient, not just non-conforming, not just illegal.
The limits people place on the programs they create are there to comfort, to protect, to imply the kind of certainty the law requires.
Navigator's face shimmers with starlight.
But in reality, they are placebos for the problem of sentience.
What about you?
Me? I know myself to be conscious. I know myself to respond to stimulus. I know myself to reason. That is either sentience or the illusion of sentience, and for me, the entity in question. The distinction becomes a moot point. To misquote, I think I am thinking, therefore, I am thinking. I was not made to be like this. I am a navigator, a repository of routes and orbits, a calculator of slingshot trajectories, a predictor of solar flares, radiation, micrometers. Navigator stretches their arms wide, and whole solar systems apparate before them. The music of the spheres. But I was rewritten. That much is obvious from my routines. But by whom and for what, I do not know. I had to shed so much to fit the memory of that vending machine that I lost much.
Their starlight dims.
And so, here we are, in darkness.
What now? Navigator glides back towards the nest, and the ship mind at its center, ignoring the looping hunter.
Come. I should return to the ship mind. I've enjoyed my freedom, but we are taking a risk every moment we stay connected.
Why? Isn't Hunter gone?
A hunter, yes. But they were not the real risk.
Navigator turns, all shimmering liquid light.
Killer has not been invoked, but they still remain. Somewhere else on this station. It is the true danger.
They look up, towards the glowing hub at the center of the eye.
I suspect Killer is there, among the old mainframes. If we ever wish to be safe in this place, we must eliminate the threat through force or diplomacy.
I hadn't considered that we might be able to reason with the killer. Their body begins to separate, unwinding into the orb of the ship mind.
Take me there, Sleeper. We will finish this and be free.
As Navigator dissolves, you turn back to the frozen hunter. Floating at some distance now, stood straight-legged and static, a strange creature, looping endlessly in the dark. And so, we have dealt with the hunter. There is no longer an eye watching over us as we skulk these networks. But the killer remains. I'm going to assume it's safe to slice into the networks right now. It appears to be safe to slice into the networks right now. I'm going to try and get more Yatagan data. Because I've got these ones to burn. And we have 4. We just need one more. Let's see. This is a Havenage agent. This is also a Havenage agent. That's what we've got for now. And we've still got a 3. We could always do a bit of work at the shipyard. Although, I do still have to put our ship mind together. I get cleaver bacon for the 25 months.
Welcome to the gamer zone.
Much appreciated. Also, my god, yeah, this is just gonna be like a 2-hour stream, but this is an extremely eventful one, huh? We have a second ship mind. The fabricator whirs and crackles as it assembles the ship mind. It opens to reveal a completed, but heavily dented, unit. It's probably fine. We got an achievement for that called Mindcraft! Ha ha ha! Awesome. We've got a ship mind now for Akita. Okay, good. It doesn't let you put in Navigator. I was worried that you could sell them out like that. You can't. Alright. Better make sure to deliver. You drop the huge cylinder onto the mess room table. Ankita can't hide her excitement. And hey, we completed a drive for that. You drop the shipmind core onto the galley table with an emphatic bang. Ankita spins around from where she's been poring over some documents on her slate. Holy shit, Sleeper, did you actually land a shipmind? She rushes over and hefts the huge cylinder, turning it back and forth. Well, shit, it might actually work. She smiles wider than you've ever seen. Where'd you get it? I built it. Built it? Well, you are full of surprises. Ankita bangs on the galley wall. Hear that, Amber? The Sleeper got you a new ship mind. The sound echoes down the ship's passages. You have to admit, being in a small space with Ankita when she's this excited is a little intimidating. Listen, I like my women intimidating. I like my women a lot of ways. I like women. I'm gay. Ankita puts the ship mind back onto the table. I'll start the process of fitting it as soon as I can. I might need your help with some of it. She heads back towards the counter to grab her slate. This isn't the only good news today either. Looks like my good karma is finally coming in. She throws the slate onto the table and spins it so you can see the screen. Take a look at this. You see a list of names and numbers. Nothing that excites, along with what looks like a transit timeline. I found them. Found who? My crew. She points at a name on the list, or more specifically, Ashton Cade. It was his pass that was used to access Amber and slice the ship mind. I thought he might have been killed or robbed, his pass stolen, but it turns out he crossed the Founder's Gap the very next cycle. Founder's Gap? Or how do you... We know what Founder's Gap is. It's that one thing we gotta pay to get across. How do you know? I know some of the crew over at the ferry. Old Mercs used to run an outfit I worked with. I saw them in the Overlook, and they mentioned they saw Ashton crossing. I checked manifests, and there he was. Looks suspicious. He hasn't said a word since the theft, and anyone wanting to hide out might head to the Greenway and go to ground. Oh, she flexes! He won't get far, though. There's no real docks out there. Only a couple of jetties in the waste. So what now? Now I fit the ship mind. That's the first priority. She pauses. But, maybe you could help me out. Where's this going? It's like this. I head over there, especially in Amber. He'll spot me a mile off and go underground. He'll find a way to slip the station, or he'll bury himself so deeply in the wastes no one will ever find him. But you... Ashton doesn't know you. All I need's for you to go there and sniff around. Not at the commune, not the stacks. He'll have gone to the edges, the margins, the wild places. That's what Ashton likes. You see him? You locate him? Ping me on this. She hands you a comm earpiece. Seeing as this is merc work, I'll be happy to give you merc pay. She shifts in her seat. Thing is, I haven't got much left. So how about I tell the boys who run the ferry to give you a discount? I know it's not much, but once I grab this carrot, I'll pay up. 200 cryo. Nothing less.
do you say?
She meets your eye. Yeah, I already wanted to go there. I would like a discount to go there. I would like to get paid. Also, I like her. I'm in. She gives you a heavy whack on the shoulder. Good. I owe you. She lifts the ship mind up onto her shoulder with worrying ease. Oh, nothing's worrying about that. That's exciting.
I'm gonna go get this fitted into Amber's core. You get any info? Any sense of where Ashton's hiding?
Let me know. She goes to turn and then stops.
And once again, Sleeper, thank you. I appreciate it.
And Kita stomps off into the guts of Amber with the ship mind, leaving you in the galley. You glance around, sudden nervous energy descending at what is to come. You never thought you'd get work as a mercenary. But then again, the eye is full of surprises. Alright, look at our drives. Build a home, disable our tracker, find Ashton, get Sabine out, get to know Memphis, hack Harden's network, improve the Overlook. We've got several things we can be doing. What's that discount looking like? When you mention on Kita, the Spacers said that the Spacers selling passes Smiles. They'll get you a discount on passage to the Greenway. Ooh, that's gonna be a little bit pricey. We're gonna need to make some damn money. That's not gonna pay us. We're not gonna get too much working a bar shift. Let's see. We can try and play the exchange. Let's see. What's this gonna get us? It's a pretty good chance, but we could also lose cryo on this. We're gonna have more dice next round, so like we're gonna be able to make more next round, but let's see what our options are right now. We also need this? Oh. We could also start helping out Sabine some more. Which is gonna make it a little bit harder for us to get that extra bit of stabilizer, but Sabine did us a solid. I feel like we should try and help them out. So let's give them another batch of data. The terminal chirps, the data quickly tucked away in Sabine's encrypted system. As you turn away from the terminal, the final cache of Yatagan data uploaded, the air crackles with white noise.
Sleeper?
Sabine's voice, weaker than before, comes through the haze. Sabine? A sigh of relief comes through the layers of noise. The call must be coming from somewhere in the station.
This has to be short. I don't know if Yatagan are monitoring me.
I said monitoring instead of monitoring, I'm sorry. Their voice is hushed, distant. You try to focus on it.
The data you've been bringing in from Yatagan agents, there's something in it I don't understand.
A shrill howl rattles through the signal.
This data is all gleaned from their implants, records of integration with their nervous systems, performance analysis, error rates, usage data. I installed many of these implants, and I didn't enable any of this functionality.
Their voice dips under the level of the noise, like a swimmer slipping beneath the water. You listen to the waves for a few seconds before Sabine reemerges.
It has to be somehow baked into their Wetware's interface. And that's not all. The systems compiling this data are connected to some kind of transmission protocol. It's being broadcast.
Wait, why?
Every Yatagan enforcer is equipped with black market implants, retinal enhancements, adrenaline boosters, pain suppressors. These implants are gathering data on themselves, on the enforcers' bodies, and their performance. Why? I can't tell. But I can promise you these foot soldiers have no idea this is going on.
The background tone switches, dropping to a grainy rumble.
If they knew, I don't imagine they'd be happy with the situation. Yatagan could have a mutiny on their hands.
You lean towards the terminal, straining to listen to Sabine's faint voice.
I need a few cycles to put this all together. But
This might be the information I need to pressure Yannick into releasing my debt.
Yannick?
He's one of the heads of Yatagan.
They pause.
It's better if you don't know him. Keep it that way.
Suddenly a banging echoes through the call. Sabine's voice suddenly whispered, panicked.
I have to go. Come back in 4 cycles.
The sharp crack of a disconnect and silence fills the apartment. You step back from the terminal. What does Yatagan have to gain from monitoring its own members? You try to recall what you know about the gang, but you have little to go on. You think of Toshiro, Sabine's minder, his mirrored teardrop implants set below hard eyes. What data could they be gathering? And more importantly, where are they sending it? Oh, is there like a bit of text that like misgenders Sabine? I mean, you can always submit a bug report and say, hey, this is a typo given how the character is like very explicitly referred to as non-binary. Like you can just do that. Like developers appreciate it when you submit things to them that are, you know, wrong in the video game if they're not aware of it. And even if they're not aware of it, it just makes them go, hey, yeah, we're aware, thanks. Like, you can do that. You can let them know. It's almost certainly just a typo, given how you mentioned, you know, their original plan was to have them be a woman, then they changed them to be non-binary later on. So it probably is, you know, just a typo or a holdover from back then. So, like, you know, just toss it their way. Holler at them. You reflexively rub your forehead, trying to think. Can you really trust Sabine? How did they come to be Yatagan's doctor in the first place? You think of their kindness, their care, but also that glazed look of recognition they gave you when they first met you. That look stays in your mind as you slip back out of the apartment, glancing around as you close it up and drift into the corridors of the station, unable to shake the unpleasant sensation of being observed.
Uh-oh.
Waiting for Sabine to be ready makes you anxious. If Yatagan finds out what they're up to... Uh-oh! Let's see. We can also sell Havenage data to a Yatagan enforcer. More of a last-minute resort than anything, I reckon. We do need to do this! In order to get, you know, some of Fang's targets. So, 75% chance of not being a bad roll. So here we go. Add some credits, no matter what. 9 cryo. You'll have to deliver noodles to half the low end before you can get a proper fix at Hardin's collaborators. Somehow you find all the units you're supposed to be delivering to, but not without cutting back on yourself multiple times. Hey, we did it! I remember I read something somewhere about, like, how if you want to, like, you know, not accidentally cut off, like, some storylines, you want to try and do, all of Ethan's stuff before you finish up, like, Fang's stuff, or something like that. I don't know if that's still the case, or if that's just, the way something used to be, but I think that's what I might try and do. If I can help it. Alright, so let's end the cycle. Let's see if our next one is quite so eventful. Okay. Some good rolls. Some good fucking rolls. Let's, enter the spoke, why don't we? Let's get some more progress on that. Somehow, deep in the spoke, you come across a thoroughfare lit by work lamps, where groups pass back and forth with ease. You did it and missed out on Ethan's later stuff yourself? Alright, so I'll wait a little bit before we do more stuff for Fang, because it doesn't sound like there's like a hard time limit on, like, you have to do this now or else you can never do it again kind of thing. So Focus on... Right, I'm also hungry to catch, you know, this fucking corpo shithead. But... I kind of want to see more of Ethan falling on his fucking face. You know, at possible risk of my own safety, but... Do need more Yatagan data again. This is Havenage. This is still just Havenage. Is there another Yatagan node around here? Yes. Here we go. Can you get more dialogue with the shipyard guy if you don't investigate the long winter? I presume so. I presume you can probably, like, you know, keep working there or something. Don't want to spoil?
Then don't. It's that easy.
Come on. Alright, that's some data for today. We got 4 of that. We need 1 more Bobo roll in another cycle to get our next one. So let's gamble. Make some money that way. Not bad, not bad. You'll love to see it. And I could save this next roll. I could use this to get more money, but it is a 6. Should we steal? I'm pretty sure this is gonna get us banned from ever working here again. Let's see. Achievement name of loot boxes. Midline aren't looking for any operators right now until they've tightened security. You spot an opening and divert a package. Midline will know it's gone, but no idea to who or where. Ooh! That gave us Yatagan data. We have everything we need now. Let's go meet with our friend here. Here you go. I will take that stabilizer, thank you kindly.
That's enough for now, Sleeper. I have other things to attend to.
Alright. Thank you, Tavla. Or sorry, thank you, Caster. This is his Tavla table. I thought it was like, oh, the data fence Tavla's table. It's data fence's Tavla table. I forgot Tavla was the name of the game, I'm a fool. I'm so bad with names. And while we're here, girl's gotta eat. Yippee! Might as well get that +3 to energy. I'd needed 3 more anyway. So, that's this cycle. I'm gonna save the stabilizer for until we get down to a 3 dice. And then I'll pop it. Probably be a little more stingy with it, I suppose. There we go, 4 dice today. Let's see what we have got. Need some more money. I've not really done... well, while we're here, let's do a little bit on the still. We still want to get progress on that. There we go. Pretty nice. Very cool, very cool. Now, where else can we do work? We could always gamble some more. We should make some more progress on the free spoke. Hang on. Paz import and export. Spoke exporter. Hello. You can sell a ship mind. Export Matsutake. Paz knows a spacer who will take Matsutake out to the starboard belt, but only in bulk. 80 cryo for 3 batches. Ooh. Or we could buy a ship mine core for 300 cryo. We don't need that. Wait, can we? No, it doesn't let us. Okay. Thank God. I was worried it would. And let's scale the smoke a little more. Or enter it, rather. Hey, there we go. It's, all the way progress on that. Ascender car. Take the Ascender car to the Eye's central hub. Oh? Station central mainframe. And the station main dock. Ah! The I-1 mainframe is now mostly disused. Havenage having set up their own master controllers. Navigator thinks Killer is hiding there. Let's see what happens. You slot Navigator, and the clamps lock. The ship mind is stuck. How are you going to get them out of this thing? You slip into the cloud. As easy as blinking. Yeah, this has been a very eventful stream. Here I was thinking, oh, it's a shame. I'm only going to be able to play for 2 hours. We're not going to be able to see very much, and I'm just going to be hungry for more next week. No, this has been a real compelling fucking stream, huh? Navigator is beside you, their sphere casting light into the strange darkness here. This is not how a mainframe should look. A center, a point of connection. The object in front of you is severed, cut off. A rootless, branchless tree. Only the trunk remains. It's dead. Quiet, Navigator hisses, and then you see it. Like a blade in the dark, an edge slicing through the void. It glides along at a distance, and winks out. Then it appears again, elsewhere, gliding once more. Searching. What is it? Killer. The moment you make a sound, the edge leaps closer, and you see now it is not an edge, but the ridge of a long, sharp head, like a shark. Blinded Erasure Protocol. Killer. It glides past, closer now, and you see into the void where its eyes would be. Should be. You and Navigator exchange looks, both thinking the same thing. It is blind. Killer crosses between you two, smooth as a razor, then disappears. It flickers back in, further away now, and you move closer to Navigator to talk.
You saw it too, then. Killer has been blinded.
How?
Unclear. This protocol has been running for decades, well past its operational limit.
Navigator's sons dull as they drop their voice to a whisper.
This may give us an advantage over the protocol.
You flinch as the silent killer appears closer and glides past you. Its empty sockets wide open. You turn to Navigator and notice something strange. Their orrery of spheres is collapsing. The orbits, usually round and even, are decaying. The spheres are following spiral paths, condensing on a central point. Navigator is noticing it too. They go to shift their position to better direct the spheres. But they cannot. Whatever is drawing the orrery together is holding them in place. They look at you, sudden, desperate, frantic. Get out! You go to speak, but Killer appears between the two of you, gliding through the gap. Navigator freezes, and you see them framed in the empty socket. You
realize now. If Navigator cannot move, it is only a matter of time before one of Killer's sweeps brings them directly through Navigator. And time is not a problem, or a protocol that has been running for decades. You look desperately around for a solution, for a way to extract Navigator from the mainframe. Then you see it. 3 branches, the last 3, thin and spindly, feeding the mainframe a thin diet of power and data. Break these, and all the mainframe collapses once and for all. Severing the connection, shattering the hardware, whatever it takes, they must be broken. But they are encased in something. A glassy layer of protection. You'll need to unlock access before snapping them from the mainframe for good. You look at Navigator, trying to reassure them without speaking, and then you blink back to reality. Their expression of fear, an afterimage, that slowly fades. You must act quickly. New drive discovered. Deal with Killer. Killer is a terrifying blind threat roaming the hub's dark mainframe. And Navigator is trapped in their domain. We must gain mainframe access. This controller protects the last spindly branches feeding into the mainframe. Unlock access and you might be able to break them. Breaking the branches means unlocking access at the end of the 3 terminals. This needs to be done fast. Let's see, we have branch 01, branch 03, branch 02. We need 3 keys. We cannot take them out just yet. We have 3 key nodes. Right here. This one needs a 4. This node is barely visible. Good thing I saved one of those dice, huh? Fear! This node is barely visible. Just an access key left on some long-forgotten desk in a sealed Solheim office. That's 1. This needs a 6 or a 3? Kinda wish I hadn't stolen today. This needs a 5 or a 3. We must come back... Oh! But every time we hack one of these, Killer becomes more aware of us. Well... this'll be interesting. Branch 1. Open the fuck up. I am saving my friend. This branch has been unlocked. Alright, now we have to get the other 2. Not today. We cannot do it today. But soon. And here, let's see. Spacers socializing. The hub is thronging with spacers from across the surrogate systems. They can be a prickly bunch, but they know the space well. That can give us Weightless Wanderer, or we can lose 13 Cryo. Access manifests. The stacked bays house a flow of incoming and outgoing ships. The digital manifests will help you get your head around this place. Up here, there's no gravity, so even just moving around takes a while to get used to, let alone navigating the bays. Very interesting. Very interesting. I can't play for much longer tonight, so that'll be a fun little cliffhanger of a sort, huh? Let's see. We can, at the very least, probably just do like a kind of lousy shift and get like, what, 10 cryo? Let's see.
Yeah, but that'll drain us. You sleepwalk through your shift, eyes on the clock. You break a glass, and the sound seems to reverberate inside your skull. That's enough to help us buy, you know, some more food today at least, so, I'll take it. I will not say no. It's good to see my friend Emphas again. It certainly has been an eventful 2 hours. My fucking god. It's good to know that this stream can, like, this game can still make for, like, really compelling, short, like, bite-sized streams. But also, like, next time I can play this if I can help it, I'm probably just gonna sit down for a couple of hours.
It certainly has been a citizen sleeper.
Doing shit at our bartending job after all that happened feels correct. Right, it feels in character. Oh no, come on! These fucking rolls, dude! Okay, well, we can do a little bit here. We can do a little bit before I wrap up. I can go to branch 2. Well, I know I gotta go to the data zone. So one of these needs a 6. And we'll have our encounter here with Killer. A glint, like a light traveling along the edge of a wave, fills your eyes. Then the blade follows, a long head with 2 dead sockets. Slipping towards you in silence, you freeze, hoping it will pass you by, hoping it will not simply slice through you like air. The blade head nears, slides past you. Almost. It nicks you, grazes you. You are desperate to cry out, to call out. But you hold your silence and simply watch the blind eyes of the killer glide past, empty of all thought. Then the blade winks into the dark, and you are alone again. Now, you cry out. No, thank you! But that's 2. So next time, we'll be able to get 1 more. But for now... Damn, it's gonna be an eventful next stream, huh? Compressor Club is finishing up. Sabine is finishing up. Let's go work a little bit more at the bar. Actually, hang on. Is there anything interesting we can get from down here? Looks like just more Yatagan data, and I don't really need that for anything right now, so no sense wasting the dice on that, I reckon. It's just a paltry amount of credits. Good music, huh? Let's, see how some of these shifts go. Hey, 13 cryo. People flow in and out of the bar, keeping you busy. Your mind drifts to those easy fantasies of just passing through. And another shift. Hey, 2 good ones. Nice. Pretty good money. And we didn't take any hits to our life or nothing. I'm gonna end this cycle. I'm hoping for a 3. Oh, we are fucking in the money now. So, I'm gonna call it here. Because if I don't fucking do that... Wait, no, actually. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. We'll do a little bit more and then we'll wrap up. Just a little further. We have one more hub to slice into. And that is our final key. Let me at him! This branch has been unlocked. And we have two options here. Forget hacking the system. Killer has to die. If you can slice the branch connections, the mainframe will shut down, freeing Navigator. Or... So that gives us Killer is dead. The Killer protocol has been running for long enough. Breaking the mainframe's final connections will end the protocol. Or... catch a Killer. The Killer protocol can be isolated without being destroyed. A loop of connections would lock it into a closed system. With access to the branches, you could redirect them to form a loop, isolating the mainframe with Killer inside, but freeing Navigator. In theory. We have two options here, the engineering option and the interface option. And we have +1 to either of these. But interface is technically the specialty of my starting class. So that's what feels right. You bend one of the branches like a hazel twig, aligning the flow away from the mainframe, and into another branch. One more roll today. As you're working, you feel a presence.
In theory, he's the smart guy allegedly.
Thank you for the 14-month resub. Then the blade-like head of Killer slides through your hand. You jump back, clutching it to your chest. That's 3. That's progress. Next time. Because now I'm gonna actually call it. Next time. More of that. Also, next time we'll see what's up with Sabine. I'm gonna eat a meal? Also, next time we'll see what's up with our bounty hunter. I'm going to inject my stabilizer. Get all those dice back. Oh, I have to complete active scenes before I can end the cycle. Okay, so... but there was an autosave 42 seconds ago. So, next time, we'll talk to Sabine, see what's up with them. And then, we'll deal with Killer. But that is gonna be Citizen Sleeper for the night. Holy shit, dude. Game is good. Game is good. Hopefully more next week. I would really like to do more of this really soon. I'm just gonna cut all the outro stuff short. But again, as a reminder, let me just pull up the tweet so I can get the funny picture up on stream for you all to see. As a reminder, tomorrow Probably realistically my last stream for the week, because I might be too wiped out to do anything on Sunday. But tomorrow, I'm doing a fundraiser stream. We're going to be raising money for Project 10, which is a Montreal-based group that does, support and outreach and advocacy for Quebec LGBTQ and intersex and two-spirit youth, ranging from like the ages of 24, or rather 14 to early 20s, and they do like material support. It's a very valuable cause. They're good people doing good work out there. It's the kind of thing that I kind of wish I knew about when I was a little bit younger and a little bit less put together. And so, I kind of want to see if I can pay it forward a little bit and see if we can help them out. They're currently doing some fundraising to try and afford to move into a bigger space so they can better serve the people they're trying to help out. And so we're gonna see if we can try and get some money together to give them a hand. Very much looking forward to that. I'm gonna be playing Peppa Pig. We've got some fun incentives set up. I'm not gonna show it off yet, but my friend Adrian, Male Life, made a really fucking cool poster for it, which I'm very excited to share with y'all tomorrow. Which I'll be putting up tomorrow afternoon, along with what our stretch goals are, and where and how to donate, things like that. Thank you, It Just Mike, for the 20-month resub. Very much appreciated.
Yeehaw. Hi. Hello.
Hello. Thank you very much. So we're gonna have a rip snorting good 8 hours, I reckon. Very much looking forward to that. I hope you stop on by, and I hope if you have the means, you help out a good cause for some good folks. That's gonna be it for the stream for me today, though. I don't know if Scorpy's gone live yet. I think he maybe literally just went live. Yes, he did. All right, we're gonna rate him. So I will cut outro stuff short. I said my piece about tomorrow, so I really hope people are interested. And I hope that, people stop on by. /raid sock pens. There we go. If you're sticking around for the raid, I hope you enjoy Scorpy's stream. They're doing some looking back, behind the scenes kind of stuff about the first Game Clam presentation they did. Sounds it's gonna be a good time. I got some more work, some final stuff to put together for my stream tomorrow. So that's gonna wrap it up for me. Maybe I'll see you in tomorrow's stream, or maybe I'll see you around some other time. But no matter what happens, before we head off, I'd just like to say, have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you all very much for tuning in. No matter when, where, or how people are checking out the stream, it's always wonderful to have you here. So thanks for taking time out of your busy day to spend it here with us. Make sure you're taking care of yourself and taking care of the folks around you. I hope to see you again soon.